LaMelo Ball is dominating the preseason, and now everybody is asking, is LaMelo Ball back to all-star form? You know, with the games we've seen LaMelo play so far, we can tell that this generational talent is making an early case in preseason. LaMelo has been crazy injury prone the last 2 seasons. In year 22-23, LaMelo only played 36 games, missing most of the season with an ankle injury. That was the first of when it all started. But even last season, the injuries remained for LaMelo. He played only 22 games last year, so when looking at the trend, he's becoming less durable. But LaMelo has not played since January 26th of this year, and that means he's had almost a full year to recover on his ankle injury. I believe he's back. On October 6th, the Hornets took on the Knicks in preseason, and LaMelo finished the game with 18 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal and 1 block in 19 minutes. These are numbers that players put up in a 35-minute segment. LaMelo not only put up a good stat line, he also did great against Jalen Brunson. He also took on the challenge of guarding Jalen Brunson at the beginning of the game. We talked about this isn't just a preseason game. This is a hell of an opportunity to get better and to play someone else. He wanted that matchup at the beginning of the game. We've talked a lot about him embracing the individual pride, and it was on display tonight. There's a new buzz in Charlotte with the new coach of Charles Lee. Every player is excited to play for him, and that's exactly what we're seeing from LaMelo Ball. Shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring Easy Buckets. Easy Buckets fans, if you want to get your cheap tickets to go to an NBA game, you have to get your tickets on SeatGeek because their prices have never been better. The ticket prices are now available all over the board. You can know how much each game costs. Go check out the app or the website to find out all the details. And we've partnered with SeatGeek, giving Easy Buckets fans a discount promo code. Use my code EasyBuckets on SeatGeek and you will get $20 off your first purchase. Make an account, link is down below. Go on the website, get your cheap tickets today. A large part of Charles Lee's reformation of the Hornets DNA is the love and care that Charlotte's players have for their teammates. With the Hornets having history of being a losing team, you can't really cheer when you keep on losing, but the coach is telling the team you cheer for your teammates no matter what, and we're seeing that in the preseason games. Coach says they've embodied Hornets DNA. Part of Hornets DNA is understanding the love and gratitude you need to have every day. It's the love for yourself, the love for your teammates, it's the gratitude for the opportunity to be in the NBA. I think they've just grown closer and closer. I think as you saw today and at practice, competitiveness brings out another level of togetherness. I'm proud of how the competitiveness and the togetherness continue to grow. If the core of LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, and Brandon Miller can embody this DNA that Charles Lee is talking about, I actually see the Hornets being a potential play-in tournament team. But from what we've seen so far, there's more to LaMelo than meets the eye. On October 8th, the Hornets' second preseason game, they were taking on the Miami Heat, and LaMelo Ball was outstanding once again. In 23 minutes, he had 24 points, 6 boards, 4 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block, shooting 6 of 12 from the 3-point line. Look at this beautiful pass he had to Miles Bridges. The pick and roll is going to be unstoppable with these two players this season. We know that for sure. Look at this 30-feet 3-point shot by LaMelo Ball. The confidence we're seeing from LaMelo, the joy. LaMelo Ball is back. But what stands out to me even more is the defense we're seeing from LaMelo Ball. Look at him closing out, guarding Jimmy Butler on this fadeaway shot from Jimmy. And then of course with his defense, helping his teammate Brandon Miller score in transition. Good defense turned into great offense. And head coach Charles Lee sees this as well. He says on top of being a two-way player, I love how he's been able to play with the ball in his hands and also off the ball. His improved running habits off the ball, getting more catch and shoot threes, and trusting his teammates. We talked about some of our pick and rolls, and can we hit the seam a little bit more? Can we let our bigs create an advantage and hit them in the seam? And I think tonight we hit them in the seam a couple of times tonight, and the defense collapsed and we had some kickoff threes. His overall growth and development and his trust in all of the guys is just continuing to grow, and tonight is just another night that here you see some good reps and some chemistry offensively. Look at this play by LaMelo Ball. He could have shot it after the pump fake, but he passes to Seth Curry for an open corner 3. He trusts his teammates more. And this play right here just shows you how good LaMelo is. Takes the right side screen behind the back, drives against 2 Miami Heat defenders for an acrobatic layup and an and one opportunity. This is the LaMelo Ball we're used to seeing 2 years ago, and I believe he's back and he's healthy. Former Hornets star Terry Rozier had some nice words to say about the team after this game. 4.5 years, man. I ain't gonna cry. Nah, it's definitely different after 4.5 years. Just everything. I think the players have brought in. They have a mindset with the new owners and everything and how they want to go about stuff. It's just good to see. Rozier was also asked about what he thinks about LaMelo Ball. He says he's generational. I tell him that all the time. That's little bro. They are really good, but this team only goes as far as they have him being healthy and everything else. So he knows what he has to do. That's just the reality of the Hornets team. A lot is riding on LaMelo Ball. He has to be available and he has to dominate if they're gonna go far in the playoff race. Miles Bridges says everybody has been waiting for Melo to play, and he's shown what he's capable of, preseason or not. He's going out there and he's hooping. He's playing defense and making the right reads, talking. Just seeing that improvement from LaMelo, it's big for us. Easy Buckets fans, can you catch the atmosphere in Charlotte now? They're a new team. They have a new mindset, a new coach, and they're ready to get out of that slump of a non-playoff team. LaMelo Ball has to stay healthy, and I'm going to predict that he will, and watch them surprise us this season. Rozier says, I'm all about moving on and worry about what's in front of me and what's next. You can't control what happened before. Obviously, I had goals of doing that. It didn't happen. So I think they are going to turn things around, and it's going to happen for the Hornets. It's going to be good to watch that from afar. So LaMelo Ball has a lot to prove this season. He signed a multi-year deal a couple of years ago, and he hasn't lived up fully to the expectation. People believe in his potential, but this is the season where he capitalizes and executes, especially with the new buzz around the Charlotte Hornets team. The roster is even better now with Brandon Miller and Miles Bridges on the squad, and they're still targeting veterans to make their team better. This is the year the Hornets break out and make the playoffs. What are your expectations of the Hornets this season? I'm expecting big things as long as LaMelo leads the way. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. But the Hornets want to improve their roster, and they're eyeing a specific player to make their front court better. I talked about this in my most recent video, talking about every NBA team's biggest trade target. You have to check out this video to get all of the details. But other than that, take it easy. God bless you, and I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets.